My wife, Amelia, stood at the head of the boardroom, her eyes like steel, and fired me. Me, Duncan, the man who'd coded our tech startup from a laptop in our cramped San Francisco flat. Her words, "You're out, effective now," a betrayal that gutted me, leaving our shared dream bleeding on the glass table, my heart wondering how love and ambition had turned her against me. The San Francisco skyline shimmered through the 30th floor windows of our company's headquarters, the Bay Bridge a silver thread under the noon sun. But the boardroom felt like a storm cell, the air thick with tension. Duncan Wells, stood by the coffee station, my gray blazer snug, my dark eyes scanning the faces of our board. Investors, advisors, my team, my calloused fingers still rough from years of manual labor before coding, tracing the edge of a mug. At 43, I was the co-founder and CTO of Nexus Labs, a tech startup Amelia and I had built from a shared dream. Its AI-driven logistics platform, now worth $800 million. Today's meeting, called by Amelia, my wife and CEO, was meant to prep for a $500 million investor deal, but her words, "You're out, Duncan," hit like a rogue wave, her firing me a betrayal that shattered our past, my heart a tangle of shock and hope. The audience left wondering why she turned on me. Amelia stood at the table's head, her auburn hair pulled back, her green eyes sharp, her navy suit crisp, her voice steady but cold. We'd been married 10 years, our love a spark from Stanford hackathons, her business acumen aflame to my coding grit, our nights in a Mission District flat dreaming of Nexus. But cracks had grown, her late-night calls with investors, my "we need to scale smarter" met with her "trust me, Duncan," her ambition outpacing our partnership. I thought we were strained, not broken. My role as CTO, building the AI, leading the engineers, a pillar she valued, my love for her compass. "What's this about?" My internal monologue churned, my pulse quickening as she clicked her tablet, the board's eyes on her, mine searching hers for a sign. "Duncan stepping down as CTO, effective immediately," she said, her tone clipped, her gaze avoiding me, the boardroom's silence ablade. "We're pivoting to new leadership to secure the Horizon Ventures deal." Gasps rippled. Lila, our CFO, froze. Raj, my lead engineer, frowned. The investors shifted, their suits rustling. I stood, my mug set down, my voice low, probing. "Amelia, what's this?" "We didn't discuss." She cut me off, her "It's decided, Duncan." "For Nexus's future, a wall," her eyes flicking to the board. Not me. The audience sensing my shock and the clench of my jaw, my hand steady despite the quake in my chest. "She's firing me? After everything?" My internal monologue roared, betrayal a slow burn, my hope. Maybe it's a mistake, fading under her resolve. I scanned the room, the audience feeling my isolation as Lila's "this is sudden" was met with Amelia's "it's strategic," her confidence a mask I couldn't read. Raj's glance, his subtle nod, was a tether, but the investors' murmurs, "bold move," stung, their faith in her a shift I hadn't seen coming. She planned this, I thought, my mind racing, my role in Nexus. Every line of code, every late night, a foundation she just raised. Flashbacks flooded, grounding the moment. Our first pitch, 2015, her "we're unstoppable, Duncan," as we won seed funding, her hand in mine. Last month, her "you're too cautious" when I flagged deal risks, my "we need stability" ignored. Her ambition, once our fuel, was now a fire, my trust a casualty, my internal monologue a plea. "Why now, Amelia?" I spoke, my voice calm, strategic, the audience sensing my restraint. "Amelia, I built Nexus's core, our AI, our edge. If this is about the deal, let's talk, not do this." Her lips tightened, her "it's not up for debate" a blade, her glance at Hayes, our chairman, a signal, his "we back Amelia's vision" a lock, my role erased. The audience could feel my pain in the way I stood taller, my blazer shield, my dark eyes steady, my heart cracking. "She's choosing power over us." I nodded, my "I understand" a lie, my exit a vow. I'll figure this out, but not here. I left the room. The glass doors click of finality. The boards whispers a ghost. My shock of fire. My hope of flicker. She'll regret this, or I'll make her. Outside, in the elevator, the city's a blur. I leaned against the wall, my phone silent, my internal monologue a storm. 10 years, and she cuts me out? The betrayal was raw. Amelia, my partner, my love, had sidelined me. Her for Nexus's future, a script I didn't believe. Flashbacks deepened the wound. Our wedding, her my code, Duncan a vow, now broken. Her we're a team, last year, her smile fading as deals loomed. Was it always about her? I wondered, my pride as co-founder, as husband, bruised, my love for her a weight I couldn't shed. I texted Lena, my sister, my fingers trembling. Amelia fired me. I'm lost. Her reply, you more than Nexus, Duncan. Come over, was a spark my resolve stirring. I'll face this, find answers. The street was alive, the audience sensing my turmoil as I walked, my blazer open, the ferry building's clock a reminder of time slipping. I'd built Nexus from a laptop, my carpenter's hands crafting code, Amelia's vision scaling it, our dream a beacon. Now her firing me, public cold, felt personal, a rejection of me, not just my role. What's she hiding? My internal monologue questioned, my strategic mind ticking. The Horizon deal, her rush, her dodge of my risk reports. Something was off, my shock of fuel, my hope dim. Maybe she'll call, explain, but my resolve a blade. I'll dig, protect what I built. I journaled on a pier bench. My words raw. She broke us, but I'm not done. I'll find out why. The bay glittered, the audience feeling my tension in the gull's cries. The way I stood, my duffel heavy, Amelia's face a ghost. Her betrayal was a storm, but Duncan, was calm. My pain a fire, my love a spark I'd guard. Her firing a spark that would lead to truth, to a fall I sensed coming, a reckoning I'd face with strength, whatever it cost. As I pore over old emails, a cryptic note from an engineer hints at sabotage within Nexus. But Amelia's next move, a press release praising her new vision, pushes me to question everything we built and who she's become. The San Francisco fog was a heavy shroud, curling around the Presidio's eucalyptus trees as I sat on a bench overlooking the Golden Gate Bridge, its red arcs faint in the dusk. My gray blazer crumpled beside me, my dark eyes tracing the bay's ripples. Duncan Wells, was 43, co-founder and now ex-CTO of Nexus Labs, the tech startup Amelia, and I had built into an $800 million AI logistics empire. Her voice, "You're out, Duncan," still a blade in my chest, her firing me yesterday a betrayal that left me reeling. The psychological toll of her choice, our shared dream shattered, churned confusion and disbelief. Flashes of our early love and startup grind a haunting contrast, strange decisions she'd made surfacing in my mind. My quiet unraveling a storm I navigated with introspection and a friend's voice. The audience left wondering what secrets Nexus hid. The bench was cold, my phone dark, Amelia's silence louder than the city's hum. My internal monologue a tempest. She fired me. Me, who coded our core, who loved her through every fight. The boardroom scene replayed, her green eyes avoiding mine, her it's for Nexus's future a scripted lie, the board's nods a betrayal of their own. Why now? I wondered, disbelief await, my heart raw. The woman I'd built a life with choosing power over us. The audience could sense my confusion in the way I rubbed my calloused hands, my carpenter's fingers tracing scars from years before Nexus. My hope. Maybe she'll call, explain, fading under the sting of her cold resolve. Flashbacks flooded, grounding my pain, the audience feeling my nostalgia as I closed my eyes, the bay's salt air sharp. 2014, our Mission District flat, Amelia's laugh as we coded on a thrift store table, her auburn hair loose, her Duncan, This AI's genius, a spark, my will change logistics, a vow. We'd been a team, her Stanford MBA pitching to angels, my self-taught code our edge, our first $100,000 seed round, a thrill, her kiss a seal. But cracks had crept. Her we need bigger bets by 2018, my let's stabilize dismissed, her late nights with investors, my I miss us met with this is us, Duncan. Was it always her dream, not ours? My internal monologue questioned, betrayal a slow burn, my love for her a ghost I couldn't release. The toll was heavy, the audience sensing my unraveling in the way I stood, my boots scuffing the path, my chest tight, disbelief a fog. 10 years, and she erases me? I felt unmoored, my identity as Nexus's builder. Every algorithm, every debug, stripped my role as husband to casualty. What did I miss? I thought, my strategic mind ticking, strange decisions surfacing. Amelia's push for the Horizon Ventures deal, ignoring my risk reports. Her hiring of Vance, a slick consultant, over my objections. Her rerouting of engineering funds to marketing. My this is reckless, unheard. She was planning this. My internal monologue seethed, a pattern emerging. My confusion sharpening into suspicion. Was she sabotaging me or Nexus? I confided in Raj, my lead engineer, at his Dodpatch loft, the audience feeling my vulnerability as we sat, beers in hand, his coding posters a mirror to our startup days. Raj, 35, his dark hair messy, his eyes sharp, had been with Nexus since 2016, his loyalty a tether. Amelia, fire me, Raj, I said, my voice low, raw, my mug a prop. No warning, no reason, just gone. His jaw tightened, that's insane, Duncan. Your Nexus's spine a bomb. My she doesn't think so a confession, the audience sensing my pain in the way I lean back, my eyes wet. She's been off, he said as Vance has been in her ear, pushing weird calls, like rushing the AI rollout, a clue, my suspicion growing. Vance? What's his game? Raj's words sparked clarity, the audience feeling my focus as I paced. The loft's brick walls a cage. She sidelined my risk reports, Raj. I said, my voice steady, probing. Cut engineering for Flash. You see anything else? He nodded as Vance rewrote specs behind your back, rushed tests. I told Lila, but Amelia shut it down, a red flag, my internal monologue of flare. She's tanking our core for the deal. The sabotage, internal, deliberate, felt personal, my disbelief of fire. She chose this over me, over us. Rajas, you built this, Duncan. Fight back was a spark, my resolve stirring. I'll dig, find the truth, protect Nexus. Flashbacks deepened the wound, the audience sensing my reflection as I stared at the bay from Raj's balcony, the city's lights a blur. Our first office, 2017, Amelia's were a power couple as we hired Raj, her hand in mine, now a ghost. Last spring, her you're holding us back when I flag Vance's hires, my I'm guarding our soul ignored. She's been pulling away, I thought, my love for her await, my pride as co-founder bruised, my hope dim. Maybe she's stressed, not cruel, but her firing me was a choice, a betrayal I couldn't unsee. What's she hiding? My internal monologue questioned, my strategic mind mapping. Vance, the deal, her rush, pieces of a puzzle I'd solve. I journaled later, my words raw. Amelia broke us, but I'm not nothing. I'll uncover her game, save what I built. The act was a release, my confusion a fog lifting, my resolve a blade. I'll check old emails, talk to Lila, find the cracks. Lena's text, you're at Raj's? I'm here tomorrow, was a lifeline, her support a stone, my unraveling a quiet tide. I'm hurt, but I'm not done. The audience could sense my toll in the way I walked home, the fog thick, my boots heavy, Amelia's face a ghost. Her betrayal was a storm, but I, Duncan, was strategic, my pain a fire, my love a spark I'd guard, her strange decisions a spark that would lead to Nexus's fall, a truth I'd face with Raj's clues, whatever it revealed. As I dig into Nexus's servers, a hidden email from Vance to Amelia reveals a risky plan tied to the Horizon deal, but a call from Lila hints the company's already cracking, pushing me to decide, expose them or walk away. The San Francisco dawn was a muted glow, the fog clinging to the Embarcadero's piers as I sat in a cafe near the ferry building, my laptop open, the bay's solid air sharp through the window. Duncan Wells, was 43, co-founder and ousted CTO of Nexus Labs. The tech startup Amelia and I had built into an $800 million AI logistics empire. Her firing me 3 days ago. You're out, Duncan. A betrayal that still burned, my heart torn between vindication and pain as news broke. The $500 million Horizon Ventures deal had collapsed, Nexus teetering. Amelia's stress cracking her facade. Messages from former employees and investors flooded my phone, seeking guidance. While I watched from the outside, my internal monologue a storm of empathy and resolve, the audience sensing the tension as Nexus unraveled, wondering if I'd step in or let it fall. The cafe's hum, clinking cups, murmured orders, was a fragile tether, my dark eyes scanning a tech blog headline. Nexus Labs loses $500 million Horizon deal amid tech woes. The article detailed a public failure. Nexus's AI platform crashing during Horizon's demo, delays in fixes, investors pulling out, the board in panic. I warned her. My internal monologue seethed, vindication a bitter spark, my risk reports on rushed rollouts ignored, Amelia's gamble with Vance, her consultant, a misstep now exposed. Yet pain shadowed my relief, the audience sensing my conflict in a way. I gripped my coffee, my calloused hands steady, my heart aching. This was our dream, and it's breaking. Nexus was mine too, every line of code, every late night, its fall a wound, not a win. Flashbacks deepened the toll, the audience feeling my reflection as I stared at the bay, its waves a mirror. 2016, our first demo. Amelia's We Did It, Duncan as clients clapped, her green eyes bright, my team effort a truth, our shared pride aflame. Last month, her speed is everything as she pushed Vance's plan, my quality first dismissed, her ambition blinding her to our core. She thought she could do this without me. I thought, pain await, my love for her a ghost, her firing me a choice now crumbling under reality. What's she feeling? My internal monologue questioned, my empathy stirring despite the hurt, my strategic mind ticking. She's not admitting fault, but she's cracking. Amelia's stress was vivid in fragments I'd seen, the audience sensing her unraveling through a colleague's text. A photo from a board meeting, her auburn hair frazzled, her navy suit wrinkled, her hands clenched as Hayes, the chairman, glared. Raj, my lead engineer, had called last night, his voice tense. She's a mess, Duncan. Snapping at everyone, blaming the team, not Vance. His she won't say she was wrong confirmed her refusal. Her will pivot to the board to dodge, the audience feeling my pain in the way I exhaled, my eyes wet, my internal monologue a churn. She's drowning but won't reach for me. Her pride, once our fuel, was now a cage, my vindication hollow. I want her to see, not suffer. Nexus's collapse unfolded publicly, the audience sensing the chaos in my laptop's notifications. Twitter post from tech insiders. Nexus Labs stock tanks 20%. Horizon deal was their shot. What happened? The board's panic leaking via Lila, our CFO, who emailed, Duncan, it's bad. Amelia's pushing Vance's fixes, but the AI's unstable. Board's freaking out. Her, can we talk? Was a plea my reply. I'm out, Lila, but I'll hear you. Measured, the audience sensing my restraint in the way I typed, my blazer off, my resolve ablade. I won't fix her mess, but I won't abandon them. Former employees messaged too. Clara, a coder, heard Duncan. The team's lost without you a spark, my stay sharp, Clara a nod, my pain a fire. They see me, even if she didn't. I met Lila at the cafe, the audience feeling my tension as she arrived, her dark hair tied back, her eyes tired, her voice low. "Duncan, it's falling apart," she said, her coffee untouched, her the AI's glitching because Vance rushed it, ignored your protocols. Her words confirmed my suspicions. I flagged that, Lila. Amelia didn't listen, calm, probing, the audience sensing my vindication in the way I leaned forward, my hands clasped. "She's doubling down," Lila said, her told the board it's a hiccup, but horizon's gone. Others are wavering. My internal monologue flared. "She's burying Nexus to save face." I nodded I'm sorry for the team, but she made her call firm, my empathy for Lila, for Nexus, clashing with my resolve. I won't be her savior. Flashbacks grounded my conflict, the audience sensing my reflection as I walked the pier later, the fog thick, the bays hum a pulse. Our first big win, 2019, Amelia's "You're My Rock," Duncan as we signed a $50 million deal, her kiss warm, now a ghost. Her "You're Too Slow" last spring, my "I'm Guarding Us" unheard, Vance's shadow growing. She chose him over me, I thought, pain a weight, my love for her a spark I couldn't douse, my vindication bitter. I was right, but it's killing us. Lila's words, "She's not sleeping," stirred empathy, my internal monologue a plea. "Amelia, admit you're wrong. Let me help." But her refusal, her pride, was a wall, my resolve a vow. "I'll watch, but I won't beg." Messages kept coming, the audience sensing the pull as my phone buzzed. An investor, Patel, is Duncan. Nexus needs your brain. Talk? A nod, my "I'm not in, but I'll listen" a boundary, my strategic mind mapping. Vance's sabotage, Amelia's rush, the AI's flaws, cracks I'd warned of. Clara's text, "They're cutting engineering," Duncan. "It's chaos." Was a knife, my "hold tight," Clara a promise, my pain a fire. She's gutting what I built. I journaled, my words raw. Nexus is falling, and I'm free, but it hurts. I'll find my way, not hers. Lena's call, "You're at the cafe?" "I'm here tonight," was a lifeline, her "You're enough," Duncan a stone, my unraveling a tide. I'm torn, but I'm standing. The pier was quiet, the audience feeling my tension in the fog's chill, the way I stood, my boots firm, Amelia's stress a ghost. Nexus's fall was her doing, but mine too. Our dream, our flaw. Duncan was torn, my pain a fire, my vindication a spark I'd guard, her collapse a spark that would lead to her return, a choice I'd face with strength, whatever it cost. As I uncover Vance's hidden deal to sell Nexus's tech, Amelia's desperate call comes, begging me to fix the chaos, forcing me to weigh my heart against my worth, a reckoning looming. The San Francisco evening was a restless hum, the Mission District's neon signs casting fractured light across the sidewalk as I stood outside a taqueria, the smell of grilled carne asada sharp. My gray blazer swapped for a flannel, my dark eyes tracing the street. Duncan Wells, was 43, co-founder and ousted CTO of Nexus Labs, the $800 million AI logistics startup Amelia and I had built, her firing me. "You're out, Duncan," a week ago, followed by the collapse of a $500 million Horizon Ventures deal, a public unraveling that exposed her reckless choices. Now, Amelia's desperate call, her voice trembling, "Duncan, we need you back," had pulled me here, our confrontation a crucible of quiet strength and painful truth, her shifting priorities a haunting echo in flashbacks. My choice to return or walk away a balance of love and self-worth, the audience sensing the weight as I faced her, my heart a forge. I'd spent the day sifting Nexus's servers from a cafe, my laptop a window to betrayal. Vance, Amelia's consultant, had emailed her about selling Nexus's AI tech to a rival, bypassing my safeguards, a move she'd greenlit. Lila's call, the board's livid, "Duncan, she's spiraling," and Clara's text, "They're laying off coders," painted chaos, Nexus bleeding, Amelia's pride a sinking ship. Her call came at dusk, her "Can we meet, please?" raw, my neutral ground, Taqueria, 7 p.m. firm, my internal monologue a storm. She's desperate. But is it real or another play? The audience could sense my resolve in the way I stood, my flannel loose, my calloused hands steady, my pain a fire, my hope dim. Maybe she'll own it, but my strength a vow. I'll hear her, but I'm not hers to command. Amelia arrived, her auburn hair frazzled, her green eyes shadowed, her navy coat creased, the audience sensing her stress in the way she clutched her purse, her steps hesitant. We sat at a corner table, the taqueria's buzz a shield, her voice low, faltering. "Duncan, I need you back at Nexus," she said. "The deal's gone, the AI's failing, we're losing investors," a plea, her eyes darting, avoiding mine. I leaned forward, my voice calm, probing. "You fired me, Amelia. Publicly. Why should I fix your mess?" Her lips trembled. I was under pressure. Vance, the board, Horizons demands a dodge. "I didn't mean to hurt you," thin, the audience feeling my pain in the way I exhaled, my heart cracking. She's justifying, not confessing. Flashbacks grounded the moment. The audience sensing my reflection as I traced the table's edge, the taco untouched. 2017, our first office, Amelia's, we're equals, Duncan, as we hired Lila, her hand squeezing mine, a promise now broken. 2024, her Vance gets scale when I flag as hires, my he's reckless, ignored, her priorities shifting to flash over substance. She chose ambition over us, my internal monologue mourned, her firing me a culmination, not a fluke, my love for her a ghost, my pain a weight. I built Nexus for us, and she threw me out. Her pressure, excuse rang hollow, my empathy stirring. She's drowning, but my resolve ablade. I won't let her rewrite this. I spoke, my voice low, controlled, the audience sensing my strength. "Amelia, you sidelined my warnings, pushed Vance's rush, approved his plan to sell our tech. You didn't just fire me, you erased me." Her eyes widened. "I didn't sell anything, Duncan. I was trying to save Nexus," a half-truth, her hands shaking. "You were too cautious," slowing us down, a jab. The audience feeling her denial in the way she leaned back, her voice rising. She's still blaming me. My internal monologue flared, pain of fire, my compassion clashing with truth. She's lost, but it's her doing. I held her gaze. You chose Vance's vision over mine, over ours. Nexus is crumbling because of its steady, my heart raw, my strength quiet. The confrontation deepened, the audience sensing our fracture as she reached for my hand, her touch cold. "I'm sorry, Duncan, I panicked, but we can fix this together," a plea, her eyes wet, her facade cracking. Flashbacks stung. Our wedding, 2015, "You're my code, a vow, now ash." Last year, "I'm the face, you're the tech," as she took the stage, we're a team, fading, her priorities clear. She needed me small, I thought, my pain a weight, my love a spark I guarded, my internal monologue a vow. I forgive her, but I don't trust her. I pull my hand back. You broke us, Amelia. I can't just return and pretend firm, my empathy for her stress, her sleepless eyes, her trembling, tempered by my worth. I'm not her fix. The choice loomed, the audience sensing my conflict as I stood, the taqueria's neon a blur, my heart torn. Return or walk away. I could save Nexus, my AI, my team, but her refusal to own her fault, her will pivot to Lila, her clinging to Vance, was a red flag, my internal monologue a reckoning. I'd be saving her ego, not our dream. Walking away meant letting Nexus fall, my creation, but staying meant erasing myself again, my emotional health a boundary I'd hold. I'm enough without her, I thought, my resolve a fire, my pain a spark. I'll choose me, not her crisis. I spoke, my voice steady, final, the audience feeling my strength. Amelia, I won't return. Nexus is yours to save or lose. I'm done being your shadow. Her face crumpled, her Duncan, Please, I need you a sob. Her "we're still us" a lie. The audience sensing her desperation in the way she stood, her coat slipping, my heart aching but firm. She's alone now, like I was. I nodded. My good luck, Amelia. I'll release my exit vow. I'll rebuild. Not for her, for me. Flashbacks faded. Her "we're unstoppable" a memory. Her firing a scar. My "I'm enough" a truth. My journal waiting. She fell, but I'm rising. The street was alive, the audience sensing my resolve as I walked. My flannel a shield, the city's pulse a rhythm, Amelia's plea a ghost. Her desperation was real, but her fault was hers. My choice a spark, my love a tide I'd let ebb. Duncan, was free, my pain a fire, my strength a vow to face the fall, to choose my path, a reckoning I'd meet with clarity, whatever came next. As I reconnect with Raj and Clara, a rival offers me a chance to build anew, but Amelia's next move, a public plea naming me Nexus's heart, forces me to question my choice, a final test looming. The San Francisco spring was a quiet promise. The May sun warming the Presidio's trails as I sat on a cliff overlooking the Pacific, the waves a steady pulse, my flannel shirt open, my dark eyes tracing the horizon. Duncan Wells, was 43, co-founder and former CTO of Nexus Labs, the $800 million AI logistics startup Amelia and I had built, her firing me. "You're out, Duncan," 3 months ago, followed by the collapse of a $500 million Horizon Ventures deal and her desperate plea to return, a storm I'd weathered with quiet strength. Choosing self-respect over her chaos, I'd started anew, building a consultancy to mentor startups, reflecting on love, ambition, identity, and power, my piece of hard-earned fire, the audience witnessing my triumph as I deleted Amelia's number, a simple act sealing my new beginning, my heart anchored in my own worth. The fallout of Nexus had been brutal, the audience sensing my reflection as I walked the trail, my boots crunching gravel, the city's skyline a distant hum. Amelia's public plea, naming me Nexus's heart in a tech conference speech, had stirred the industry. Her "Duncan was our soul" a belated nod, but her refusal to fire Vance, her pivot to new investors, kept Nexus limping, headlines fading. Nexus Labs cut staff, stock dips. Raj and Clara had left, their texts, "You were right, Duncan," and nod my "build something new" a vow, their trust a spark. I'd refused Amelia's call, my "I'm done," Amelia final, my internal monologue clear. She sees me now, but it's too late. The audience could feel my resolve in the way I stood, my calloused hands loose, my pain a scar, not a chain. I'd chosen a quieter life, the audience sensing my purpose as I launched Wells Code, a consultancy to guide early-stage startups, its office a small Soma loft, its brick walls lined with white bards. My first clients, 2 coders with a green tech dream. Sparking joy, their "you're a genius." Duncan met with my "you're the vision, I'm the map." I worked with Raj, his new AI venture partner, our no Van Cess this time a laugh, Clara's freelance designs a touch, the audience feeling my pride in the loft's hum, my laptop open, my code a rhythm, not a race. This is mine, I thought, ambition tempered, my identity no longer tied to Nexus's shine, my internal monologue a vow. I build for me, not their applause. Reflection was my anchor, the audience sensing my clarity as I journaled nightly, my words raw. Amelia broke us, but I found me. Love had been our spark. Her green eyes, her "we're unstoppable" in 2015. But her ambition, her need for power, had outgrown us, her firing a betrayal of both. I loved her, but I love me more, I thought, my heart steady, my forgiveness a gift, not for her, but for peace. Identity was my code, carpenter, coder, co-founder, now mentor, each a layer, not a mask, my power internal, not her validation, my internal monologue a truth. I'm enough, always was. Flashbacks faded, her "you're my code" a memory, Her you're out a scar, my I'm free a creed, my growth a fire. I reconnected with Lena, my sister, the audience feeling my warmth as we hiked Marin. Her you're lighter, Duncan a bomb, my feels right honest, her kids laughter tether. Therapy with Dr. Lynn, her what's Duncan's core? Answered with my heart, my work, my truth, framed my journey, my emotional health a boundary I'd hold. I volunteered at a coding boot camp, teaching teens, though you make it make sense a spark, my you'll build worlds a mirror to my start. The audience sensing my strength in their grins, my flannel a choice, my pride quiet. This is power, not her stage. Amelia's shadow lingered, the audience sensing my reflection as I read a blog post. Her leading a scaled-down nexus. Vance gone. Her we're rebuilding a faint echo. I didn't gloat, my vindication a spark I'd let fade, my internal monologue a nod. She's fighting like I am, but apart. I texted her once my, I wish you well. Amelia, a release, her, thank you. Duncan, unanswered. My love a tide I'd let ebb. My piece of stone. Flashbacks grounded the lesson. Our first pitch, her we're a team a dream. Her you're too cautious a shift, my I'm enough a truth. My journal a testament. I've grown. Not for her, for me. The emotional weight was lighter, the audience sensing my peace as I stood on the cliff, the Pacific's roar a rhythm, my heart full. Questions remained. Her recovery, Nexus's fate, but they didn't own me, my consultancy, my ties, my truth a foundation. I confided in Raj, his loft warm, his you're killing it, Duncan a nod, my starting over's good a truth, my journal a release. I'm free, not from her, but for me. Lena's you're you again at a cafe, my maybe always was a spark, my growth a fire, my peace earned. I sat on the cliff, the sun dipping, my phone in hand, Amelia's number a final thread. With a breath, I deleted it, the screen blank, the act simple but seismic, my heart steady, the Pacific's waves a chorus. Amelia's firing had shattered me. Her plea had tested me, but I'd rebuilt, not for revenge, but for self-respect, a consultancy, a life, a code I'd keep. The pain was a forge, shaping a man who needed no one's nod to stand tall, my ambition my own, my identity mine, my power within. I'd faced her betrayal and found my light, a lesson for anyone listening. When they cut you down, rise with your truth, build for yourself, let your heart code its own path. I, Duncan, was whole, my heart a cliff, my work a sea, the deletion a spark that lit a fire, its glow a beacon that would never fade, my future a horizon I'd chase, free and full.